as I stood initially, which was this way, naturally with the feet under the hips. The Jokomai is a slightly wider position, and the hips are more lowered. That's why we say really kamai, means ready position. The right hand is just past the right hip, in this fashion. Same as standing. The left hand is naturally extended, and then when you relax it, if you naturally relax your arm, where that arm stops, it's a good length for your arm, so it'll be different for everyone else. The Jo is slightly angled across the body, so it's not parallel with the line, just slightly angled across the body. And my hips, they're rotated, but my gaze is forward. From this position is Chokuzuki again. Then I withdraw the body and arm the Jo. So I withdraw with the right hand. As soon as the right hand gets close to the right hip, and I reach the extremity of the Jo with the left hand, I start to push. And because I've moved both feet in the advance, I have to withdraw both feet in the return. Then my hips rotate, so the Jo rotates, reverses in a lower position. You don't need power, only hip rotation. And then I step. And as much as this is the rotation, when I step, weight is on this leg, both legs move slightly, and I finish in this position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tsuki, Gedan, Gaeshi.
Tsuki, Gedan, Gaeshi.
1, 2, 3, 4. And your left hand slightly open this way. Tsuki, diagonal, and two-dimensional. There's no power. This time, we're rotating the Jodan, the upper level. So, Tsuki. Now, as I withdraw, I bring the Jo above my head. The two hands, again, they can center, they meet in the middle. And my hips turn from parallel to the line at the end of the thrust to about 45 degrees. And I start to turn, so I can see naturally through my two arms. I turn the Jo. Release the left hand, take it to the base. Now when I step forward, I strike. The weight again is forward, so again the same thing. The upper body naturally in the opposite direction to the lower body moving forward, the upper body counteracts that. So you get like a 90-degree angle. Hands in front of the center, so the butt end of the Jo always in line with the navel. And the hips are slightly turned. No, not straight, slightly turned. Tsuki, thrust. Jodan, Gaeshi, upper level rotation. Uchi. And the striking is done with the left hand. This is the business. This hand is guiding only. Raise. So here both hands are naturally over the crown of the head. Turn the Jo, so the back end turns to the front, grab, then strike. Remember, as much as the front foot advances, the rear foot must take up the slack. So as you strike, you want to engage the forward hip. So once you've turned, you're travelling through the centre. Right, so you stop. As you step now through, the right foot comes forward, and the hips rotate into the right step. So you get
you to stick when we load for the hips to be...
Yes, because you're transitioning, you have to understand that the rotation of the pelvic girdle through the arming phase, which is this phase, you're turning so you can view your opponent, you're loading, you're starting to bring the center closer to your opponent at this stage. Then as you go, the Jo, remember, head of the body. Because if my partner is in Kenkai, and I do this movement, and I advance the body and the Jo later, can't get in. I need at this point, as I turn, as I advance, my hips are rotating. Tsuki, Jodan Gaeshi,